This is the Sakar Murli of the 23rd of May 2025. Essence: sweet children, you have now found the boatman to take you from this side to the other side. Your feet are no longer in this old world. Your anchor has been raised. Question: what wonderful magic that no one else can perform does the Father, the magician, perform? Answer: to change souls who are as worthless as shells into those who are as valuable as diamonds. He becomes the master of the garden and changes thorns into flowers. This is wonderful magic. Only the Father, the magician, performs this wonderful magic. No one else can perform this magic. People call themselves magicians simply to earn money, but none of them can perform magic like the Father. Om Shanti. Only once does the Father come into this world cycle, into this drama. No one in any other satsang would think like this. In those places, the one who relates the religious story to them is not their Father, nor are they his children. In fact, they are not even his followers. Here you are children, students, and also followers. The Father will take you children back with him. When Baba departs, you children will also leave this dirty world and go to a new beautiful world and rule there. This should enter the intellects of you children. The soul, living in the body, becomes very happy. You souls should become very happy. The unlimited Father, who is the Father of all, has come, and only you children understand this. Everyone else in the world is senseless. The Father sits here and explains, Ravan has made you so senseless. The Father comes and makes you sensible. He makes you so sensible that you become worthy of ruling the whole world. Only once, when the Father comes and teaches you, do you have this student life. This can only be in your intellects. It can never enter the intellects of those who are trapped in their business, etc., that God teaches them. They only remember their business, etc. Therefore, since you children know that God is teaching you, you should be very cheerful. All others are children of those who are only worth a few pennies. Here you have become God's children, and so you should have limitless happiness. Some of you do remain very cheerful. Others say, Baba, we cannot speak this knowledge. This happens, that happens. However, speaking this knowledge is not very difficult. On the path of devotion, people go to sages and holy men and ask them how they can meet God, but none of them knows. They simply signal upwards with their finger for them to remember God, that's all. They become happy with that answer. No one in the world knows who he is. No one knows the Father. The drama is created this way. You will then forget again. Among you too, not everyone knows the Father and the creation. At some places, the behaviour of children there is such, don't even ask. That intoxication disappears. It is as though the feet of you children are no longer in this old world. You know that your feet have been raised above this iron-aged world. The anchor of the boat has been raised. We are now about to leave. It is in your intellects where the Father is taking you, because the Father is the boatman as well as the master of the garden. He comes and changes thorns into flowers. There is no other master of the garden like him who could change thorns into flowers. He changes souls who are as worthless as shells into those who are as valuable as diamonds. This magic is not a small thing. Nowadays there are many magicians. This is a world of cheats. The Father is the Satguru. They speak of the Satguru, the Immortal One. They say this with a lot of intoxication. Since they themselves say that the Satguru is only the One, that the bestower of salvation for all is only the One, why do they call themselves gurus? Neither do they themselves understand anything, nor do the people who believe in them understand anything. What is there in this old world? Since you children know that Baba is building a new home for you, who would dislike that new home and still love this old one? One's intellect would only remember the new home. You have now become the children of the Unlimited Father, so you should be aware that the Father is creating a new world for you, and that you are going to that new world. That new world has many names: the Golden Age, Heaven, Paradise, Vaikuntha, etc. Your intellects have now been removed from this old world, because there is nothing but sorrow here. What is its name? Its name is Hell, the forest of thorns, the extreme depths of hell, the land of Khans, the devil. No one understands the meaning of it, because everyone has a stone intellect. Just look at the state of Bharat. The Father says at this time everyone has a stone intellect. In the Golden Age, everyone's intellect is divine. As are the rulers, so the people. Here it is the rule of the people over the people. This is why stamps are made of everyone. Therefore, the intellects of you children must remember that the highest on high is the Father. Who is the second highest? Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar cannot be considered to be this. Just look at the dress that they have portrayed for Shankar. They say he used to drink an intoxicating drink and eat bitter flowers. All of that is an insult to him. Such things do not exist there. All of those people have forgotten their own religion. Just look at what they say about their deities. They are so disrespectful to their deities. Therefore the Father says, they have defamed me, defamed Shankar and Brahma too. Vishnu is not defamed. However, they do defame him in an incognito way, because Vishnu is also Radha and Krishna. Krishna is an infant, and considered to be more elevated than a great soul. This Brahma renounced everything when he became old, whereas an infant is pure and innocent anyway. He doesn't know anything about sin. The highest on high is Shiv Baba. Even then, those poor things don't know where Prajapita Brahma has to be. Prajapita Brahma is shown as a bodily being. There is a temple to him in Ajmer. Brahma is portrayed with a beard and moustache. Neither Shankar nor Vishnu is portrayed like that. Therefore, it is a matter of understanding. How could Brahma, the father of humanity, be in the subtle region? He has to be down here. There are so many children of Brahma at this time. It has been written that there are so many Prajapita Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Therefore, there must definitely be Prajapita Brahma. Since he is in a living form, he must definitely be doing something. Would Prajapita Brahma simply be creating children, or would he also be doing something else? Although Adidev Brahma and Adidevi Saraswati are mentioned, no one knows what their parts are. Since they are creators, they must surely have existed here. Shiv Baba must surely have adopted Brahmins. Where else could Brahma have come from? This is a new aspect. No one can understand this until the Father comes and explains. Whatever someone's part is, it can only be played by that person. What part did Buddha play? When did he come? And what did he do when he came? No one knows this. Do you know whether he was a guru or a teacher or a father? No, he cannot grant anyone salvation. He is simply the creator of his own religion. He is not a guru. The Father creates children and then he teaches them. He is the Father, the teacher and the guru, all three. He doesn't ask anyone else to teach you. No one else has this knowledge. Only the unlimited Father is the ocean of knowledge, and so he would definitely give us this knowledge. Only the Father gave us our fortune of the kingdom of heaven, and he is now giving us that again. The Father says, "You have come and met me once again after 5,000 years. You children should have the internal happiness that you have now found the one for whom everyone else in the world is still searching." Baba says, "Children, you have now come and met me once again after 5,000 years. You children reply, "Yes, Baba, we have met you innumerable times before." If you are beaten, at least you can remember that you have met Shiv Baba. It is only by having remembrance of him that your sins can be cut away. The sins of innocent ones, those in bondage, are cut away even more because they remember Shiv Baba a lot more. When they are being assaulted, their intellects go to Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba, protect me. Therefore it is good to remember him. It is said, at the time of death, one should be on the bank of the Ganges and have the water of the Ganges on your lips. Therefore, let there be the remembrance of Alpha and Beta in your intellects. That's all. By saying Baba, you definitely remember your inheritance. There isn't anyone who wouldn't remember his inheritance when he says Baba. Together with remembering one's father, one definitely remembers the property of one's father. Together with Shiv Baba, you also remember the inheritance. Although they beat you for vice, they do make you remember Shiv Baba. Therefore, you receive your inheritance from the Father, and your sins are also being cut away. This is incognito benefit for you in the drama. Just as it is said that there is benefit in war, in the same way, there is benefit in this too. You children are now paying a lot of attention to doing service at the exhibitions and fairs. Together with the exhibition of the creation of the new world, also write Gateway to Heaven. Both of these statements should be there. When people hear that there is an exhibition on how a new world is being established, they will become very happy. These pictures have been created for you to explain how that new world is being established. Come and see them. The words Gateway to the New World are also very good. Those gates open through the war that is to take place. In the Gita, it is mentioned that God came and taught Raj Yoga. He changed human beings into deities. Therefore, the new world must definitely have been established by him. People make so much effort to go to the moon. They can see that there is nothing but land there, that there aren't any human beings to be seen there. They are only able to tell you this much. What is the benefit of that? You now go into real silence. You become bodiless. That is a world of silence. You want to die, you want to renounce your body. You called out to the Father for death. You called out to him to take you with him into liberation and liberation in life. However, people did not understand that when they invited the purifier to come, it was as though they were inviting the death of all deaths to come. You now understand that Baba has come. He says, "Come, let us now return home." So we are now returning home. The intellect continues to work. There are some children here whose intellects run to their business, etc., or that so-and-so is ill, or they wonder what would have happened to him. There are many different kinds of thoughts. The Father says, while you are sitting here, the intellects of you souls go to the Father and the inheritance. It is souls that remember. For instance, when a father receives news that his child in London is unwell, his intellect would very quickly go there. This knowledge would not then sit in his intellect. While sitting here, his intellect would continue to remember his child. When a woman's husband is ill, there would be turmoil within her. Her intellect would be diverted there. You must continue to remember Shiv Baba while sitting here, or whatever else you're doing. This too is your great fortune. Just as they remember their husband or guru, so you must remember the Father. Don't waste even a minute. The more you remember the Father, the more you will be able to remember him while doing service. The Father has said, "Explain to my devotees." Said this, Shiv Baba. What would you explain to the devotees of Sri Krishna? Would they believe you if you told them that Sri Krishna is establishing a new world? God the Father, not Sri Krishna, is the creator. They will accept it when you tell them that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the one who makes this old world new. A new world becomes old, and then the old becomes new. However, because it has been given a long duration, people are in total darkness. He is offering you heaven on the palm of his hand. The Father says, I have come to make you into masters of that heaven. Will you become that? Wonderful. Why should we not become that? Acha. Remember me and become pure. Only by your having this remembrance can your sins be burnt away. You children know that the burden of sins is on your souls and not your bodies. If the burden were on the bodies, then when the bodies are burnt, the sins would be burnt as well. Souls are imperishable. It is simply that the alloy has been mixed into souls. The Father shows you the only way to remove it. Remember me. The way to become pure from impure is very good. Those who build temples to worship Shiva are devotees. A worshipper cannot be called worthy of worship. Acha. To you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual Father. Essence for Dana 1. You have now found the Baba, for whom the whole world is still searching. Stay in this happiness. Only by having this remembrance can your sins be cut away. Therefore, no matter what the circumstances are, remember the Father and the inheritance. Do not waste even 1 minute of your time. 2. Raise the anchor of your intellect above this old world. Baba is now building a new home for us. Constantly stay aware that this world is in the extreme depths of hell, the land of Khans, the devil, and that we are now going to the land of paradise. Blessing. May you be a true server and accomplish the task of world transformation by doing service at fast speed. In order to serve at a fast speed, you need to have a balance of both Roop and Basant collectively. With the form of Basant, you are able to carry out the task of giving the message to many souls at the same time. Similarly, as Roop, that is, with your power of remembrance and your power of elevated thoughts, you have to do service at a fast speed. Create an invention for this. Together with this, collectively sacrifice the sesame seeds and barley grain of your old sanskars, your old nature, and your old activity with determination, and the task of world transformation will then be accomplished, and the sacrificial fire completed. Slogan: you can put your plans into a practical form by having a balance of being a master and a child. Aviat signal: imbibe the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. In this godly service, the greatest charity is to give the donation of purity. To be pure and enable others to become pure is to be a charitable soul, because you liberate souls from the great sin of committing suicide of the soul. Impurity is committing suicide of the soul, and purity is to give the donation of life. To remove someone's sorrow and give him happiness is the greatest act of charity. By performing such charity, you will become a charitable soul. Om Shanti.